all of you. Today our meditation will be on the three states of consciousness and the beyond state, transcendental state. Technically in Sanskrit we say the three states are Jagrat, the waking, then Swapna, the dream, and Sushupti, deep sleep, and Turiya. Turiya is the fourth state. You can call it Samadhi also. Samadhi state. So within these four states, you have many other states of consciousness also. But all of them will fall within these four states. And we all believe, we are committed to the idea that our true nature is pure consciousness. We are committed to that idea. And we are going to organize our life based upon that principle. That I am pure, blissful consciousness. And this consciousness is not an object of your knowledge. You cannot see or even imagine about this consciousness. So, jnana varjita jnana hina chittas. In that consciousness there is nothing to know other than itself. And it cannot know itself also. Both these knowledge is not possible as far as consciousness is concerned. It's a state of pure bliss. When you are in bliss, you know nothing. You know nothing. Because you are fully absorbed. You are fully immersed in that state. Time, space, everything disappears. Whenever you are in a deep state of joy, you don't experience time. So today we will try to abide in that state, that blissful state, by observing these three states of consciousness and its various modifications. And so waking, dream, sleep, the transcendental state of Samadhi or Nirvana or Turiya. Turiya means the first state. Within that state, there are many other experiences, like death. Death is an experience. And we all will experience that. You don't remember it. We have experienced that death state also is a very deep state of sleep, I should say. An extended sleep is death. In death we snap ourselves from the conscious memories. There are no conscious memories. And the identity you are constructed from waking world experience, that also collapses in death. So death also is taken as an experience. As a consciousness we don't die. As a body we will die. That also is to be remembered. As a consciousness we don't die. As a body disintegrates in that consciousness. Like a bubble disintegrates in the body of water. So, let's go through all these states. And there are several other states also. Like coma state. Coma. Coma is like a kind of sleep. I was told that in Germany, one person went into coma for 30 years. 30 years. Then he woke up. By the time world changed totally. 30 years of coma state. Of course, he was fed by others, so he remained in that state. He didn't die. He went into deep coma state. And then there is other states like dementia, Alzheimer's, and then madness. Mad people. They also are pure consciousness. Though we put them in the madhouse, they also have that state of consciousness. Then you have ecstasy, in a very ecstatic state. That is another state that we experience. Then orgasms, orgasmic state. We experience that. And then pain, deep pain. That also is a state of consciousness. Then pleasure, another state of sensuous pleasure. When you eat good food, that's a state of consciousness. When you enjoy good food, cooked by your beloved, let us say, really enjoy it. That is another state of consciousness. Then aesthetic pleasure. When you watch a good movie or a painting or listen to Beethoven or see a good painting or a beautiful rose flower, there is aesthetic pleasure. Or see a sunrise or a moonrise. That also is a state of consciousness. And then split brain experiences. What is split brain experience? Suppose you see your mother, you don't remember her name. Or you remember her name but you don't recognize her. Split brain experience. Because those tissues which connect the left and the right side of the brain is removed or dead, either removed by surgery or dead, then you become a split person. What you feel, you don't know. What you know, you don't feel. So, split brain experience. Still you are the same consciousness. Then you are multiple personalities. You behave differently at different times. Sometimes you behave like a monster, sometimes you behave like a saint. Multiple personalities. Then depression, deep depression, where you feel nothing is there. So underlying all these experiences, what you call vibratory experiences, changing experiences, there is a sthayi experience. That experience of the blissful consciousness. That consciousness you cannot know as an object, as you know a pen or a pencil or a table. You cannot know it. Nor can itself become an object of your experience. That's a unique state. That state is explained in the Mandukya Upanishad. Just for your pleasure, you may not know the meaning of all this, but the sheer pleasure of listening to the Sanskrit words. I'll read that for you. Nanda prajnam na bahis prajnam, no bhayada prajnam, na prajnana ghanam, na prajnam, na prajnam, achindyam, avyabadeshyam, adrishyam, avyavaharyam, agrajyam, alakshanam, achindyam, avyabadeshyam, egatma pratyasaram, prapanjopashamam, shantam, shivam, advaitam. These words you may remember. Advaitam, shivam, shantam, chaturtham manyande, sa atma, that you are, sa atma savijñeya, that you have to know. Therein lies your fulfillment. Therein lies the fulfillment of the purpose of life. So today, you don't have to know the meaning because I'm going to give you that experience of that. I'm going to take you there. If you can come with me, in between, if you are lost in your own private thought, I can help. But if you can follow me closely, I can give you that experience today. Follow me very closely. the transcendental state, where you are totally at repose, total calmness, quietude, and a state of ecstasy, joy. I wouldn't even call it a state of ecstasy. It's something deeper than that. So that state, let us try to. This is called avastatraya meditation. So, waking world and the dream world are the same. In the waking world, you are the president of the country. In dream world, you become a beggar, possible. When you dream, you become a beggar, which is your real nature. You feel yourself to be a beggar. But in the waking world, you may be the president of a corporation of a country. Or in the waking world, you may be a beggar, but in the dream world, you become the prime minister of the country. All of you can become the prime minister of your own respective countries in the dream world. So if you truly analyze it, both the waking and the dream are just a dream. Why? They don't last forever. They keep changing. That understanding is very, very important, so that you can take life easily, in a relaxed way. You don't have to be so stressed out and tension. All can be avoided. If you compare your dream with your waking world experience. Waking world experience lasts for maybe 80 or 90 years. Dream world experience lasts for 9 seconds. But that 9 seconds is very serious for you. That 9 seconds you grow up, you get a job, and you run for the election, then you are elected with a massive majority, and then you are giving the inaugural speech, and then something happens and you fall down, then you wake up and you are in your bed. Isn't it? So, waking and dream. Then deep sleep. So actually there are only two states, deep sleep and dream state. And this deep sleep and dream state is just appearance in your consciousness. When you know that, you can take life as a play. Otherwise life becomes a war. If you understand this, life becomes a play. And you can play it very well with your total energy. Otherwise life becomes very stressful, and then you become agitated, you go crazy, become violent. So let us understand this, let us follow this meditation, which is called avastatraya meditation. The only thing which you fail to understand is the death experience. The rest of the things are familiar, but death, you see somebody dying, but you have not seen your own death. You can see how someone dies, the last breath, and he stops speaking, and then thinking, and then eating, and then finally, he's gone. Just a gulp of a whiff of air. Either goes inside or outside, we don't know. That guy is gone. But you have not experienced your own death. Maybe today you'll experience your own death also. But still, you are there, immortal. So let us go through all this. The waking, the dream, the sleep. And they mutually cancel also. When you are in the waking world, you are not dreaming. When you are dreaming, you are not in the waking world. When you are in deep sleep, you are neither dreaming or waking. So all those things. So let us practice this meditation. And as we have seen, for any meditation, you have to sit quietly and you have to do the pranayama. So asana pranayama is a necessary condition for all kind of meditation. So I want you to do 6 pranayamas, and you are breathing from one nostril, breathe out through the other nostril, and then another 6 pranayamas. You reverse the order. So 12 pranayamas. The pranayama means you take a long deep breath, hold it, then breathe out. So, with the ring finger, you press one nostril, other two fingers on the forehead, then hold the breath. Then hold the breath for a while. Then again. Then reverse pranayama. That's 12 cycles of pranayama. After the pranayama, you relax. Your hands are resting on the knees or in the lap. Your attention is between the eyebrows. You feel refreshed, de-stressed, and light. Your attention is between the eyebrows. Your hands are resting on the knees. Your attempt is to dive deep into that oceanic consciousness. And it is in that oceanic consciousness, your waking and the dream and the sleep experiences arise and disappear. Your present body is only a waking world experience. Your present achievements and failures are confined to the waking world experience. Your family, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, your bank balance are all have reference to the waking world experience. Your house, your country, your enemies or your friends are all in that waking world experience. See that fact very clearly. Of your entire lifespan, let's say 80 or 90 years, you spend only 40 years in the waking world. The rest of the 50 years or 40 years, you spend either in sleep, deep sleep, or dream, or just imagination, daydream. So it is a fallacy that we give undue importance to the waking world experience. It is a distortion of reality, disproportionate importance to the waking world. See that fact. You spend a lot of time in the dream world. If you are a rich man in the waking world, in the dream world, you are a poor man or a poor woman. If you are the president of a company in the waking world, you are a lowly clerk in the same company in the dream world. If you have eaten a sumptuous meal in the waking world, in the dream world you have gone hungry for the last 7 days. See the wavy equality of the waking and the dream world experiences. Both these experiences of dream and waking appear and disappear in that oceanic consciousness which you are. When you are dreaming, the dream is very, very real to you. You run away from a tiger or a thief or a murderer, you run away in the dream. When you wake up, there is no tiger, no murderer, nothing. Similarly, you commit a crime in the waking world, then you go to sleep in the prison, then you dream that you are enjoying your vacation on the seashore or in an exotic island. When you are in the dream world, the citizen of the dream world is so real to you. When you are a citizen of the waking world is real to you. But for the dreamer, there is no waking world. For the waker, there is no dream world. See this very clearly. Because your salvation is in seeing this truth. Maybe we are biologically programmed to give undue importance to the waking world. But we are not a product of biology. We are the product of consciousness. So with your eyes closed, your attention between the eyebrows, if you feel sleepy, take a long deep breath and hold it for a while so that you become alert again. You can see this truth of your being, that oceanic consciousness. Similarly, you go to deep sleep. You experience neither dream nor the waking. As Patanjali says, Swapna Nidra Lambanamba. You're consciously looking into this. The waking, the dream, and the deep sleep, you know nothing. And still you are there. Otherwise, if you are not there in the deep sleep, you will not be able to wake up from deep sleep. So our attempt is to go beyond the waking, beyond the dream, beyond the sleep. And death is a deeper sleep. Where you snap away from your conscious memories and unconscious memories. And you go to a state of causal state. So the meditator goes beyond the waking, beyond the dream, beyond the sleep, and beyond the death, and beyond the madness, beyond Alzheimer's, beyond the dementia. See that fact. So that you can avoid getting dementia or Alzheimer's, you can avoid becoming mad, you can avoid the fear of death. You are sitting in a comfortable posture, your hands are resting in the lap or on the knees, your attention is between the eyebrows, you're relaxed totally, you feel light, your muscles are all relaxed. There are no thoughts in the mind. Mind is empty. You are not worried about anything. You are diving deep into that oceanic consciousness. and you see the limitations and the transitory nature of the waking and the dream and the sleep and death experiences, your identity as a person is dissolved. You're neither a woman or a man in the state of consciousness. You're neither black or white or yellow or brown. You're neither a doctor or an engineer or an accountant or a lawyer or a father or a mother in this state. You are pure consciousness, Chidananda Rupa. See that clearly. You are not all the time in the waking world. You are not all the time in the sleep world. You are not all the time in the dream world. In deep sleep you know nothing. There is no pain or pleasure. There is no possession in deep sleep. And still you are there. And that is your core identity, core self. So keep seeing. Your attention is between the eyebrows. You're totally relaxed. If you find it difficult to watch this, see this fact, you hold the breath for a while. Taking a deep, long, deep breath, hold the breath for a while. Then breathe out. You can also practice Kapalbhati. Take a long, deep breath through the nostril and breathe forcefully through the nostril. As you breathe out, you are breathing out these relative temporary experiences. Then take a long deep breath and breathe very fast. Breathe out fast. Then relax. You can see waking and the dream and the sleep and the death experiences collapsing like waves in the ocean. And live in that ecstasy of being that oceanic consciousness. Where you know nothing, because there is nothing to know outside yourself. You're neither ignorant or knowledgeable in this state. So your eyes are gently closed, your attention is between the eyebrows. You see only pure light in great delight. You see the hollowness of the waking world experiences, the hollowness of the dream experiences. The emptiness of your sleep and death experience. There is only that oceanic consciousness. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am that ocean of bliss. Some of you may have a near-death experience now. That you died to the waking world, to the dream world, to the sleep. And you're alive in your true nature. Some of you may feel your body is floating about you. So when these structures collapse, the waking, the dream and the sleep, you realize your true nature as pure, blissful consciousness. This is the recovery of your true self. In this state, you are neither black or white or yellow or brown, neither man or woman, neither father or son, or mother or daughter. These are all thought constructs, like waves in the ocean. So your attention is between the eyebrows. You're totally relaxed. You become very light, and you see light within and without. A play of light, a play of bliss. All the boundaries break down. There is no expectation or frustration in this state. This is your true nature. Again, do that Kapalbhati pranayama. Take a long deep breath. Breathe out all your conditioning. If a thought arises in you, just watch it. It has a reference to the waking world experience. And you are the substratum in which was a screen, white screen, in which the light and shadow of the waking and the dream and the sleep appear and disappear. Creating a story. It is just a story. At this point, you are Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. You are the oceanic bliss. Where you are neither the waker or the dreamer or the sleeper or the mortal. You are neither the body or the mind or the ego. You have neither knowledge or ignorance. Your hands are resting on the knees. Your attention is between the eyebrows. Even these words that you hear are seen as a wave in that oceanic consciousness. The words and the meaning it creates. So your attention is between the eyebrows. You're experiencing that overwhelming thrill and joy. You've broken all boundaries. All the boundaries you have created, in which you have imprisoned yourself, all those boundaries are pulled down. In this deep state of consciousness. And the only sound you hear is Shivoham, Shivoham, Soham, Shivoham. I am pure bliss. I am pure light, I am pure love. If thoughts arise, just take a long deep breath and hold. If there are no thoughts, relax. Your attention is between the eyebrows. Your eyes are gently closed. Your hands are resting on the knees. You have transcended your worldly, mortal identity. You are beyond waking, dream, sleep, and death. You are beyond the conscious and the unconscious. All these experiences appear and disappear in you, the oceanic consciousness. The Turiya, the Samadhi state. We are able to watch the origin and the end of thought and time and space. You can see the root of your thought. like a wave that arrives in the ocean. If you don't get that concentration, that depth, just take a deep breath and hold it. Hold it. Like even you dive deep into the ocean, you hold your breath. Similarly, hold the breath, then release. Thus you become free from all entanglements. So that you can freely play any role that you want, without compromising with your freedom, your joy, your happiness. You're no more a citizen of the dream world, or the waking world, or the sleep world, or the world of the dead. You are a citizen of that universal consciousness. You no more seek to avoid pain or seek pleasure. You are no more a seeker. You are the Siddha. So experience your own depth, the depth of things. Anything which is born should die. Go beyond the sleep and the death experience. Death is for the body. Watch your own body disintegrating, becoming ashes in the funeral pyre, or eaten away by worms. Your own body disintegrates. First the air leaves the breath, then the warmth, then you decompose the body, the water. The body made up of the 5 elements simply disintegrates. Embrace your death, the death of the body, so that you become immortal, deathless. So that you can accept the disintegration of the body with a smile. Take a long deep breath and hold it and then breathe out. Relax. Take a long deep breath and relax. So this existence without boundaries is your true nature. The rest are all constructs of thought. The rest are all castles on the sandy foundation. Your true home is this oceanic consciousness. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivo. So be relaxed, feel light, and see the light everywhere. Immerse in that light. There are no thoughts, nowhere to go because you have arrived. Nothing to lose because you possess nothing. Nothing to fear because there is no other. You are finally and fully free. Vayuranilam amrutam adhedam bhasmandam shariram. O krado smara kratagam smara krado smara kratagam smara. This body will become ashes, and the breath will leave you, disintegrating the body. What remains is this pure consciousness, which is the source of everything, from where everything comes, unto which everything goes back. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivo. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivo. Your eyes are closed, your attention is between the eyebrows, you're totally relaxed. You are immortal. Your body doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the five elements. And these five elements are just waves in their oceanic consciousness. Take a long deep breath. As you breathe in, raise your shoulders. As you breathe out, lower your shoulders. Now slowly open your eyes. Open your eyes. I hope you had a conscious experience of death. So, throw your energy from that and reconstruct yourself. Reconstruct. That's your freedom. You don't have to be boxed into one set of ideas or thoughts. Redefine, recraft, recreate, rebirth yourself. Because you're going to deep state. So that is enough for today. And next meditation is known as Yoga Nidra meditation. I'm taking it to various kinds of meditation. Yoga Nidra meditation. And what do you call the flow of consciousness, Yoga Nidra meditation. And we will be doing all kind of, I can see little Vedika there. So we will be doing that Yoga Nidra meditation next time. Thank you very much. Have a nice week for all of you once again.